Good morning. I'm trying to be quiet. Anyway, I'll do a quick walk around of my veggie garden. And these are the josterberries. There's 4 of them along here. And I'm hoping maybe this year I'll get some fruit. My blueberries are looking pretty good. I've got 3 of those. Okay, welcome to my veggie garden. This is my garlic and onion and and leek bed, and that's Ben. That's our neighbour's dog. He's friendly. And a couple of blueberries in here, and I chopped off the collard leaves that are being eaten. I didn't have this problem last year, not around this time of the year, but something's got into them. I'm not sure. I think it's probably earwigs. I've got millions of earwigs around here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've got about 20 jars of it canned up in the pantry room. Anyway, these are the daffodils. They're finished. And I did install my hose, my watering hose, but I have to fix that. That's not good. So I'll sort that out later. And I ran the hose around the whole entire veggie garden. Cabbages are being eaten alive. This vegetable growing thing's very, very frustrating. So anyway, I've got hoses everywhere. And I buried it just down the middle here so I can mow. My peas are looking pretty sad. I think the earwigs are getting into those as well. I planted more carrots in here because there's a lot of space. But anyway, there's a few popping up. And this is my little food forest. So that's a plum tree. No sign of life yet. It's a Angelina plum. And that one has a purple brownish coloured leaf. So I'm hoping, because it's got so many blossoms, I'll actually get some fruit. I've got a lot of ground cover in here, mostly strawberries. There's a few little flowers there. My grevillea is doing... Is it a grevillea? Yeah, it's doing well. This is another grevillea. I think they're pretty well full grown because they're miniatures. And it's about to burst into flower. It's a really nice one. Kind of a bronze coloured flower. Well, we've had a lot of rain and this area here gets waterlogged. So I had to rip these out because they were not doing well. I think they're my purple sprouting broccolis. So I've left a bit of that spinach in. It's a strange kind of spinach, but tastes alright. Anyway, for all the cabbages I planted, they're looking pretty sad. I don't know. I just about had it with all this vegetable growing. I think it's to be honest, a waste of time. But anyway, I will. There's one of the problems. Slugs. I might have to put some slug bait down. I can do it in here because the dogs don't come in here. So, the water lines, water hoses, they go all the way around the garden. It didn't take me too long to put them in. And lettuces, they're still growing. I get plenty of lettuce during the winter when I don't really want to eat it. But anyway, I'll let them self-seed again. And we shall have more and more and more. What else we got here? It's my raspberry patch. It's coming back. And calendulas, I've decided to let them grow. A few little insect loving flowers. More calendula in amongst the raspberries and the water system that I put in. And what do we got here? Rhubarb got drowned, so I pulled off all the dodgy leaves, and I got the hoses running all through the strawberries, so they got no excuse not to give me some fruit this year, because I will be getting enough water. At the moment they're getting too much. And that's my jasmine. It's just about ready to burst into flower, and my little mandarin tree, which is not looking real happy out here. But anyway, I'm not going to move it again. So my Veggie tree still got plenty of leaves, but it's dropping quite a few. And I think it's just been too wet, because we've had an awful lot of rain. We either get too much rain or we get nothing. Well, you can see we've had a lot of rain because we haven't been cutting the grass. I've been doing bits, but we'll leave the leach field, which is what this is, where you can see the rows, and when it dries out enough to mow, we'll just leave the grass lying on the leach field, let it dry out like the farmers do, and I can use it for mulch around my fruit trees. And from the end of the patio we're going to put a path straight down to the veggie garden, which is very much needed. This is my almond tree, so it's in full blossom, and I'll be netting it this year so that we get some almonds. It's one of my favourite plants. It's in flower at the moment. It's only a young one. I'm hoping it's not too wet here, but it seems to be doing alright. I bought this for my cut flowers. I don't do cut flowers anymore other than for myself. But it's very pretty. And I cleaned up this canna patch yesterday and used the cuttings. I chopped them up and I've got them as a mulch. This is my other sign, which I really do enjoy, but probably should be on the other side of the gate. But anyway, I like it where it is. So my mandarin tree's finally taken off and giving me quite a few fruits. And this is one of my lemon trees. It was actually the first lemon tree that we put on the property. It was in the veggie garden, but it was kind of in the way there. So I moved it out here and it's finally doing very well. And these are my new strawberry plants. Be interesting to see if I get some fruit out of them, but we'll see. So I've got some mustard greens growing in here, and I'll have to pot them up soon. And I've got get some trays ready to do my seeds for summer veg, so all the earwigs can eat those too. And I bought this passion fruit at the end of autumn, and I put it in a pot, and I figured it'll get a head start here under the front porch, so it can go out into the main garden soon, as soon as this warms up a little bit. And this is my porch. It's my seed raising area. So we actually don't use our front door, even though it's a very beautiful front door. But we come and go through the garage. So I decided, since we don't really use this area, I can use it for my seed raising. And it's actually perfect. And the reason I let the cannas grow during the cooler weather is to give it a bit of protection. But it's warming up now, so we won't need the cannas, and they'll be up again in no time anyway. This little stick I bought 2 years ago And it was actually a decent sized tree when I bought it. It's a, what is it? It's a peach tree. Golden peach, I think it's called. And the leaves on the tree are golden and the branches are golden. But I stuck it in here and it's coming good. It's even got blossoms on it. And my husband has been working on this area, so we'll be able to poison the grass soon and then put the cardboard down. And I might go and order some mulch today and get that get it here, and at least if it's here we'll actually do something with it. The mulch that we're going to use is called bush mulch, which we used to get for free from the tree loppers, but the tree loppers got wise and now they're selling it to the garden centres and we have to pay for it. But anyway, it's the cheapest one that I can get my hands on, probably the better one. Just don't tell anyone that it's better than all the other mulch. And we'll be fixing up this area soon, and then I'll have a whole new bed to play around in. Well, these are just potatoes that were left in the ground. I'll have to go through this and get them out and put some real potatoes in so that I get a proper harvest. And it's netted because of the cats, local cats. They love this part of the garden, so it's netted. And these are my broad beans. They're actually doing really well. They've shot up this last couple of weeks, almost doubled in size, and they've got lots of flowers on them. I might have to run another string around the posts to stop them blowing away, or not away, but blowing over in the wind. And these are self-sown parsnips, so I thought, well, we'll just leave those and see what happens. A few peas. Earwigs didn't get all of them, so these ones are doing quite well. I'm going to have to run a string or something around there so that they don't blow over. My silver beet, don't tell the earwigs or they'll be out here. More peas, and there's a few sickly looking capsicums down there, but they might come good. Kohlrabi, doing a bit better this year. And these are the radishes, but I've got to just pull them out because they're just going to go to seed. There's a few cauliflowers in here. I actually haven't covered them. I bought these out of a punnet. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So earwigs haven't found them yet. I've got to clean up in here. This is a ranuncular bed. It's almost ready to flower, finally. Getting a few flowers. So I've got to weed in here and clean it up. And this is my arch, which was meant to be a rose arch. And there are 2 roses on the other side there, and there were 2 on this side. But I ripped them out and I stuck them over there on the other side of that fence. And they seem to be doing okay. All this has to come out. I've got to start cleaning up out here. Anyway, what I plan to do is put beans, climbing beans, on this side of the arch, because not last year but the year before they just went nuts on this arch here. So I'm going to put them out here, and hopefully they'll do the same and grow beautifully. My pineapple sage that's in the other bed sent out some baby ones, so I've put them in here, and don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but I do like it and the birds like it. You can see where the rose was, and I've ripped it out down there, and there's a whole heap of garlic growing there. So I've got garlic all over the place, and it's kind of self-seeded, which is fine. I think these are cauliflowers, and they're kind of surviving. There's a few in there. Earwigs haven't found them yet. We've just got millions of earwigs out here because we're silly and we built a house in the middle of a paddock. And I had this bag of soil, and this is where that golden peach tree was planted originally, but it wasn't happy because it was too windy up here. So I had this big bag of soil, and I decided to empty out a packet of kohlrabi seeds. Hang on, to see if I can get in there, and there's quite a few nice ones. So I might enjoy some kohlrabi this year. Well, looks like we got the same problem in this bed. I had a heap of cabbages in here, and there's not a whole lot left, and the lettuces are taken over, onions have self-seeded. There's a nice little lettuce there, and those are my carrots that didn't do too well, so I just left them lying around. I thought, well, maybe they'll eat them and leave the other stuff alone. And I pruned all my roses at the back there. Well, I've got my peonies along the front here, but you can't see them yet. You can see the root there. I've got to cover that. I don't know if you can see it. There's sort of a pink thing. I'll cover that up. Well, status is coming back, and there's peony plants here. Every couple of feet there's one. Maybe they'll come up, maybe not. I hope they will, because it cost me a fortune. There's one there. And that's my Sweet William patch that survived. So it will give me some flowers. And that's my baby's breath. It's self-sowed itself from the original plants. So I left it, and I'm going to do a bit of weeding in here before it starts to get too bad. This is my, what are they called? Beetroots. But for some reason this year they're not doing very well. My roses are okay. I pruned them, and they're all have new growth on them, so they're doing nicely. The irises, they'll be coming up soon. They're all yellow. I only like the yellow ones out of what I had at the other house. So I kept the yellow ones and I gave the other ones away. So anyway, this is my garden at the moment, and you can see the front there. That dodgy car's not mine, belongs to my son, neighbours, and it's quite a big front yard. We could probably build 2 houses on this. And anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll probably get out here later and do some major weeding, which I hate doing, but I do stay on top of it because I do hate it so much, and this way if I keep doing it, it's not as much. But you can't stop the grass around here. It's the grass from hell. This is dairy country out here because of all the lovely grass and the moisture. The cows are very happy out here, and we bought this block about 9 years ago, and in 2019 we built the house. So we love living out here. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. Videos get a bit long now, and I'm going in to have some breakfast and a cup of tea, and I hope you enjoy your day. Oh, we got some black cockatoos. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, they're gone now. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough. Bye.